If this famine continues, I may not survive. Yet my friend looks stronger every day.
Long ago, in a quiet land deep in Animal Kingdom, there was a season unlike any other. The dry season refused to leave. Day after day, the sun burned fiercely in the sky. The rivers shrank, the grasses turned brown, and the trees dropped their leaves in surrender. Soon, a terrible famine spread across the Animal Kingdom. Animals that were once strong and lively now walked slowly, their ribs showing through their skin. Hunger ruled their thoughts. Every morning, they woke up hoping for food, and every night, they slept with empty stomachs.
Wait! Before we continue, smash that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss amazing African folktale stories like this. Hit the like button if this story moved you. It really helps our channel grow. Comment below. Tell us where you're watching from and which part of the story touched you the most. I want to see all your thoughts. And if you're craving more African folktales, check out the Bumped app on the Play Store. Hundreds of stories waiting for you. Okay, now let's get back to the story.
Among them was Tortoise. Each day he searched for food. Each night he slept with an empty stomach. The famine showed no mercy. Yet, something strange caught his attention. While others weakened, Dog seemed untouched by hunger. His steps were firm, his fur shiny, his belly full. Tortoise watched him from a distance, confusion growing in his heart.
How? He whispered. In a land of hunger, how is my friend still strong? That question marked the beginning of trouble. The next day, Tortoise approached Dog carefully. My friend, he said gently, we have walked together for many years. Dog smiled. Tortoise continued, lowering his voice. The famine is killing us, yet you look healthy. Please tell me your secret. Dog paused. There is no secret, he replied. I only work harder than most. Tortoise studied his face. Something felt wrong. My friend, Tortoise insisted. I know effort alone cannot do this. If you tell me, I swear I will never speak of it. Dog laughed it off and turned away. Tortoise said nothing more. But his mind refused to rest. That night, while others slept, Tortoise lay awake, replaying Dog's words again and again. And slowly, an idea formed. Before the first cock crowed, Tortoise was already awake. The world was quiet, too quiet. He hid behind a tree near Dog's home, waiting patiently. Soon, Dog stepped out, early, far earlier than usual. On his head was a basket. Dog looked left, then right, and began to walk. Tortoise's heart raced. Where are you going so early? He thought. Carefully, silently, Tortoise followed from a distance, making sure his footsteps were unheard. They walked past familiar paths, and then beyond them, into a place Tortoise had never gone before. And whatever waited at the end of that journey would change everything. Dog walked until the familiar paths disappeared. Tortoise struggled to keep up, hiding behind trees, rocks, and tall grass. His heart beat loudly in his chest. Soon, they reached a quiet farm on the edge of a neighboring village. No animals, no people, only rows of yam mounds stretching across the land. Dog stopped at a large farm, glanced around once more, And when he was sure no one was watching, he began harvesting yams. Big, healthy yams, loading them into his basket. At that moment, Tortoise stepped forward. "My friend," he announced. Dog froze. Shock filled his face. "Tortoise, you followed me?" Dog knew there was no hiding the truth anymore. With a heavy heart, he confessed. He told Tortoise how he had been secretly stealing yams from the farmer's land to survive the famine. Tortoise listened carefully, and instead of fear, his eyes lit up with excitement. Tortoise nodded eagerly, yet deep inside him, something dangerous had begun to grow. The next day, they returned, and the next. Each morning, Dog took a small amount, only what was needed. But Tortoise took more. "Just one extra yam," he would say. "The famine may last longer." Dog noticed the basket growing heavier. "Tortoise," he warned gently, "the longer we stay here, the greater the danger." But Tortoise laughed. "No one is watching," he replied, "and the farmer has plenty." With every visit, Tortoise's confidence grew and his caution faded. What began as survival was slowly turning into greed, and greed, once awakened, never sleeps quietly. One evening, as the sun began to sink low in the sky, Dog grew uneasy. The basket on Tortoise's head was heavier than ever. "My friend," Dog said seriously, "this is no longer safe." Tortoise slowed down, breathing hard. "Each day you take more than before," Dog continued. "Yesterday we almost left the farm at sunset. If the farmer returns..." Tortoise cut him off with a wave of his hand. "Fear has made you weak," he said. "I am preparing for tomorrow. Hunger does not warn before it strikes." Dog stopped walking. "I beg you," he said quietly, "let us take only what we can carry easily and leave early." For a moment, Tortoise hesitated. Then he shook his head. "Tomorrow," he said, "I will take even more." Dog felt a cold chill run through him. The next day, they arrived at the farm earlier than usual. The sun climbed higher and higher. Dog walked quickly, glancing at the sky. But Tortoise kept digging. "One more yam," Tortoise said. "Just one more." Dog placed his basket on his head. "It is time," he announced. "I am leaving." Tortoise froze. "Wait for me," he pleaded. "My basket is too heavy. I cannot carry it alone." Dog hesitated. Then he remembered his fear and the farmer. "I warned you," Dog said. "I cannot stay." Without looking back, Dog hurried away. Tortoise watched him disappear down the path. The sun was already sinking. Tortoise struggled. He pushed, he pulled, he begged the earth for strength, but the basket would not move. Minutes passed, then hours. The wind shifted. Footsteps echoed across the farm. Tortoise's heart stopped. From between the yam rows, the farmer appeared. His eyes fell on the broken mounds and the basket overflowing with stolen yams. "Tortoise," the farmer said slowly. There was nowhere to run. The sun dipped below the horizon as Tortoise realized greed had finally caught up with him. The farmer did not shout. He did not raise his hand. He simply looked at Tortoise and shook his head. "So it was you," he said, "taking what does not belong to you." Tortoise dropped his head.
His mouth opened, but no words came out. The farmer called the king's guards. Soon, Tortoise was led away, his heavy basket of yams rolling behind him like the weight of his choices. Before the king, the truth was revealed. The king listened carefully, then spoke. "Hunger is not a crime," he said, "but greed is." Tortoise was punished, not because he was hungry, but because he refused to listen when wisdom warned him. When Dog heard what had happened, fear filled his heart. He remembered every yam he had taken, every warning he ignored. From that day on, Dog never returned to the farm. He chose hunger over dishonor, knowing that what is not earned will always demand a price. And so, the animals learned a lesson that outlived the famine. Taking what does not belong to you may satisfy hunger today, but it will destroy your tomorrow.
And if you're craving more African folktales, check out the Bumped app on the Play Store. Hundreds of stories waiting for you. Okay, now let's get back